To cut costs, Burns went completely insane. He actually used a brooch to puncture the inflatable castle. Using the playground equipment as bait, he bundled a group of kids off to the nuclear power plant to work as free child labor processing nuclear waste. Lisa witnessed this horrific scene and immediately hid, luckily escaping Burns' clutches, but the other kids, even Bart, were all sent to the deadly nuclear plant. Hiding behind a wall, Lisa witnessed the entire scheme and confronted Burns directly about it. The shock sent him fleeing into the restroom, overwhelmed by the stench. Lisa had to leave first. After she departed, Burns noticed graffiti on the restroom wall. Putting on his glasses for a closer look, he saw it covered in insults and complaints from employees.
They hate me. Maybe things are better in the ladies' room.
He resolved to investigate the women's restroom.
Effigies can be burned.
Burns decided to infiltrate the workforce. Smith recruited the finest disguise team to craft him an armored suit. First, Iron Man consultants engineered the mechanical frame. Then, espionage experts designed the mask. With a voice-modifying chip installed, Burns could alter his vocal range at will. As the new recruit Burns entered the factory,
Just got back from the picture show.
Eat it, weirdo.
You're fired.
You can't fire me.
Homer enthusiastically approached him. Burns immediately decided to use Homer as his entry point. Just as their conversation flowed smoothly, an alarm blared. The cafeteria emptied instantly, the boss's unique way of summoning employees back to work. Burns experienced the plight of employees for the first time. He casually pulled out $1 to console everyone. Homer immediately invited him for drinks upon seeing this. Burns promptly sent Smith a text notification.
I hate that signal.
Homer even paid for Burns' drinks. Soon, under the influence of alcohol, they became close friends. Homer not only took him on a high-speed roller coaster, but also let Burns try spearfishing. This gave Burns a warmth he'd never known before. Now Homer even enjoyed going to work. He stopped eating the turkey Marge specially prepared for him. This move stunned the kids.
When did Homer turn into someone who wants to go to work? Oh no, it's in the air. Now I want to go to school and make something of myself. Oh, la-di-da-di-da.
It was because Homer and the others had asked Fred to negotiate some perks for Burns. To avoid disappointing his friends, Fred pretended to try. But what Homer and the others didn't know was that Fred was Burns himself. He opened the door claiming he'd persuaded Burns to improve benefits. Hearing this, the trio was ecstatic. Burns had completely embraced his new identity, even ignoring Smith's warnings. Ever since joining Homer and the gang, Burns also experienced an unprecedented warmth, so he decided to give Homer and the others the ultimate workplace experience. He directly renovated the factory. When Homer came to work, the security guard greeted him with a smile. Coffee was provided for everyone. Transportation was managed by dedicated staff. The cafeteria was transformed into a high-end restaurant. They even recorded everyone's preferences. To let Homer and the others breathe fresh air, even the smokestacks were covered in vegetation. Free eye exams and glasses were offered. But this plunged Smith into deep worry, for at this rate, the nuclear plant would soon collapse. So Smith dragged Homer into a secret room and revealed the truth: Burns was actually a man. Through Smith's explanation, Homer learned the nuclear plant was on the brink of bankruptcy due to excessive employee benefits. Homer grasped the gravity of the situation and resolved to sever ties with Burns entirely to restore the plant to proper operation. He deliberately damaged Burns' arm, sealing their final break.
Someone's having a day.
Burns then revoked all benefits, returning the nuclear plant to its original state.